Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku prayer. Please stand. 高天原にくずまります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともちて、そべみおやかむいざなぎのみことをつくしのいむかのたちばなのおどのあぎわらにみそぎはらいたも時になりませる。払いどの神たちもろもろのまがこと罪汚れを払いたまえ清めたまえとまおすことのよしを天つかみ国つかみやおよろずの神たちともに雨の淵駒の耳振り立ててきこしめせとかしこみもまおず弥勒大神守りたまえ先あえたまえ弥勒大神守りたまえ先あえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先あえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先あえたまえくんながらたまちあえませ。くんながらたまちあえませ。Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
May God and Meishu-sama bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Illness. How foolish it is to try to cure illness without really knowing the true spiritual cause. Illness is a cleansing action, a purification of one's spiritual body, one of God's wondrous blessings. Life comes from God. Only God can make it whole. Humans alone cannot create life, nor can they cure physical illness on their own. A human being consists of two things, spirit and body. Since the law of the spiritual preceding the physical is a universal law, the spirit is of primary importance, while the body is actually secondary. The spirit should be transparent and pure and in its original state. But when toxins occur in the physical body, they are reflected on the spiritual body as clouds. These clouds or opaque spots on the spirit are the true cause of illness. Once these opaque spots are removed, illness is healed. This is the principle behind Johrei, transmitting divine light to clear away one's spiritual clouds, and it is true healing. The spiritual purification of clouds results in a physical purification of the toxins, which must be dissolved and eliminated. This process in the physical body, accompanied by discomfort and pain, is called illness. But illness is only a symptom appearing on the surface, and the true cause is inside the spiritual clouds.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association Headquarters Evening Service. Thank you for your continuous prayers towards world peace, victims of wars, victims of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. This evening, I want to share with you the faith experience of Denise Aparecida Ramos. She's from the Sabará Johrei Center in São Paulo. Denise is 31 years old and has been a member of our church for 6 years. Early in 2021, she developed red rashes and itching on her body and was diagnosed with atopic dermatitis, chronic and itchy inflammation of the skin's superficial layers. Consequently, she underwent treatment with cortisone-based ointments and other medications. Around mid-2022, the purification extended to her arms, legs, and back. Not only were the lesions very itchy, but they also didn't look good. She had to wear clothing to cover them, which caused discomfort and affected her self-esteem. July of the same year, during a lesson in an advanced course for members, she reflected on her situation. She realized that she had never made a decisive effort to overcome this purification. She had not intensified her practice of faith, or changed her diet, or altered her feelings and way of thinking. From that moment, she decided to fully commit to Johrei and dedicate herself to eliminating spiritual clouds and toxins from her body. She took time off from work and for 2 weeks received 3 to 4 hours of Johrei per day at the Johrei Center. She studied Meishu-sama's teachings daily, offered donations of gratitude, and included as many natural and organic foods in her diet as possible. Denise became a more grateful person and strengthened her commitment to the divine work and the construction of paradise on earth. She stopped thinking only about herself and cared more about the well-being of others, considering their happiness. During this period, the purification increased. Her skin became warm, red, intensely itchy, and had severe peeling. Her face and eyes swelled. Her face and eyes became swollen again. After 15 days, her body temperature normalized. Swelling and redness decreased, peeling reduced, and itching became milder. She returned to work but continued her practice of faith and weekly dedications. After 2 months, there was no more itching. The lesions had healed, and her skin returned to its normal appearance. Through this experience, Denise reinforced her conviction in Meishu-sama's teachings, Johrei, and natural foods. Currently, dermatitis and allergies manifest sporadically and mildly. She no longer uses any medication. She expressed her deepest gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the blessings she had received and desires to be an increasingly useful instrument in the divine work. Thank you very much for attending this evening service and for listening to this powerful faith experience. I wish you a most wonderful evening.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening.